Hello my friends, I hope you're well today. This video is about a robot called Keys, and her job is to make sure all the clocks in Victorian London in the steampunk universe are wound to the correct time. The outfit is not finished, but I was able to wear it to an event in Goulburn that happens every year in October. I was originally planning to wear it in a town called Nimmerville, but I got sick with bronchitis. So this video started in about March to April, a bit before Easter, and it finishes in the start of October. I really have been struggling with my motivation to be making outfits and costumes lately, but the fact that I was able to finally complete it in time for a event, well, I'm proud of myself for doing that. Anyway, let's get into it. So I've got the fabric, not this one, but this one, but this is the lining. This here is going to be the skirt and jacket from this pattern, as you can see, and the skirt from this one because I like a nice dramatic skirt. So an update, the event is this weekend and I haven't sewn anything because I've gotten sick, and all the weekends before just lack of motivation, which everyone has sometimes, and that is me. It's been me all year. I'll get a massive hit of motivation, I'll do a lot done, and then I'll just, turns out I have bronchitis, so I'm off work for 3 days. Which will give me time to maybe sew, but if I don't get it finished in time for this event, that's fine, I'll finish it later, and we'll just see what we can get done within 3 days while you're sick. I've just come upstairs to collect the patterns because I have been browsing through the steps. I've been going through the steps of what to do just to get a rough idea, because I never used to read ahead. But I found if I actually read ahead, it would make more sense. Yeah. Anyway. I'm gonna quickly look through them again just to refresh my memory. Pardon me. And then we are going to start sewing. I cannot speak today. Maybe I'll lie down first.
where'd it go? There it is. That is the kind that we are looking for. Perfect. It's the same fabric, even though it's a different colour. So I'll keep this for like practicing the painting and everything, if I have the time for it.
Mobilize the crew. You have 10 minutes.
Yes.
Men to all to stations! Gunners, sight the propulsion engines! 45, suit up and begin forming ranks! Raise the iron rolls! You are not men! You are not women!
Okay, so I need to gather the back of the skirt, but I don't know how much I'm supposed to gather it by, so I'm going to sew the waistband together first to make sure all the interfacing is on, and then get ready to gather the back of the skirt just to see how much it is I need to fit into the waistband and to make sure it fits me properly too. Yeah. Because the gathering's not going so well, can't stand gathering to be honest. I'm gonna try pleating it because it worked really well on my brown skirt, which no one knows about because I didn't make a video on it. I will gather one more time, and if that again falls apart, I'm gonna pleat it because I'm pretty good at that.
Each small boutique was precious and unique, 'cause every little thing was made by hand. Then there came a revolution.
It's a new day, and we're up to the most horrific part of sewing: hemming. I have ironed out the seams nice and flat. Got a movie on in the background, and I have yet to fold, iron, press the edge. Normally I just sew it straight on that. I'm going to iron it flat in the hopes it'll help, but it's just so long and tedious. But it's gotta be done to finish the skirt. And then I just have to hand stitch hooks and eyes.
Get some new rocks or a pair of dots, look just like those who wait. And that is how it came to be. After 2 long centuries.
So these lines, I'm not sure why they did that, but that's the 22 size. And that's the 14, but the 22 is in the line within. However, I'm going to keep the width of it like I did before. All I have to do is put in the notches, finish the lining, and then cut out the rest of the shirt pieces. And I'm nearly done here. Like I said, I just have to do these 2 pieces, and then yeah, it should be done.
It's moments like this when I'm near the end and I've just been lining out and cutting the fabric for so long. I'm running out of motivation today, and it's almost 3:30. I know I don't have much to do, and if I just push through I can do it, but I don't want to drain myself. But I'm done. But I'm not. I'll take a short break again and procrastinate for another 20 minutes. Finish it off. And I don't like doing that because I know I can get it done within half an hour if I just push through and work quickly and steadily. It's a struggle. I'll put on some music that only helps. A lot of sounds happening right now. It's just, it is what it is. So this is it. It's the last of it. I finished cutting all this out, even a little bit. It's just over the table, and I'm finished. I'm done. I'm finished. I got my charger because my phone's dying. But like, why does it take so long? This is the part I don't like doing. I'm nearly done. Now all I have left is the interfacing, but I was gonna do that as I'm sewing, and then I have to sew it, which is not much. Hopefully I get it done this weekend. Oh, okay. Let's do this. Done. Don't look at me like that. And I'm done. It is 5:30 dot. Now I've got to read the instructions and sew it together. Then I need to sew on the details and paint on the breast. I really feel like I'm done with this project, but I'm not. So I'm going to read the instructions or glance over them tonight, and then tomorrow I will read them more thoroughly before I have to go into for work. And then sometime this week I will break out my sewing machine and start sewing. At least pin things together. Okay.
So I have ironed on the iron-on interfacing, which worked really well in the end. I just ironed it onto the interfacing and then cut it out, much rather than cut out the pattern. And then all I have to do is sew the jacket together, which I will jump through the steps really quickly. I'm talking to my mother here, but all that I have to do here, I think, is gather the sleeves at the top and then sew it on. And as you can see there, I've pinned down where I need to start the gathering. So yeah, just gotta pin it, stitch it, and see how it turns out.
It's still really bulky. I think I need to gather it more further out. Sticks up so it's like a very, very short like angle.
Now it's just time to try on the clothes. My nan used to always make Mum and I, when she would make us outfits, try on the clothes first with the pins in every seam to see how it would fit. And we would just have to hope not to get poked, but I do get poked, and you can see me react very so yeah, it fit really well and I was really happy with how it looked. There we go, was poked just then. Showing off the sleeves to my mum, telling her how happy I am with them. And I'm really happy. Now it's time to just wiggle out and not get poked again, which was a success. Here I have given the clothes just a quick rinse in the machine, just to wash off all the fabric chalk, or the chalk really, and look, I'm really happy with how the sleeves came out. I'm feeling the seams to see how dry they are, and yeah, it all came together quite beautifully. Here are some buttonholes that I've been practicing. I've been struggling a little bit with the machine. I don't know why it's doing that, but I discovered if I just pull it gently and go slowly, then it is all fixed and comes out beautifully. I'm just checking both back and front to make sure it is even. And this is what I do to see it clearly on the machine. As you can see here, look, it's much better. It's not such a huge gap, but it really helps just having a little bit done. Time to sew the buttons onto the coat. Here they are, all stitched on and sewn on quite nicely. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Now I just need to cut here, the buttonholes open. So, something annoying just happened. Cutting the buttonholes, and I've just, the first one, like literally, I'll just show you. Like, you guys can see it right there. It's all, I've cut the thread and now it's unraveled. It's the one thing I'm scared of doing every time I cut these. I'm gonna sulk about it for a bit and then I'm gonna move on. So that was the only one that did that. The rest cut beautifully. I'm tempted to just go over that little area just to secure it. It's a hot day today and I sort of do when I don't, I sort of do. The event's in a fortnight, so I'm really done. I just have to make the shirt and then add the rust textures and the keys to it. So that won't take long because I've taken a week off work just for the funs of it. So just break my necklace. And chalk's just there. You can easily dot where the buttons are gonna go and easily sew. Those will be easy to sew, easy peasy. I don't know what I'm gonna do about my necklace though. Okay, so change of plans. Instead of making a shirt, I have bought a very nice fabric cotton shirt from a shop, and I found this very nice lace, and I'm going to stitch it for a V pattern on top and then decorate just down the seams of the buttons. And then dye it a sort of nice soft brown, reddish brown, not soft, I'm just going to dye it this brown and see how it turns out. So I'm stitching these on right now. I'll show you how it looks before I dye it, and I hope it all goes well because I have tomorrow and then the event's the day after. Yeah. It's a bit tight, but then again I've got like another shirt on underneath this. Oh, it's a little bit saggy. Oh, it doesn't line up.
People tend to be stubborn with where they stand.
I thought it did. That section does. You can sort of see what I did. I'm not going to be upset about it. I'm going to dye it a dark brown and hopefully it will be hidden. It's just a nice little detail. Okay. So it's Friday and
I really wasn't happy with it. So I unpicked it all and I straightened it up. I lined it up with the other side and made sure it was like the same height and everything. Pinned it down there last night. Got up today, I'm gonna straight stitch it and then dye it. And I just had the thought I should probably boil the water to dye it while I stitch and sew. That's much better. It's not perfect. It's a little bit crooked here from where I fixed it, but it's a lot more even. And yes, I know it doesn't fit, but I'm gonna wear a skirt up to here, so all I need is to make sure that this button does up. I should get paints ready. That's what I should do. So I've done a swatch test. It's not dry yet. It does bleed through, but so far I'm happy with the outcome. I'm still trying to figure out how to do it, but I'll figure it out as I go, which has never been good for me. But I'm going to do it anyway. That first stroke always gets me. Just do it. So I'm gonna just go along the seams first, except for that one punch. With the dark brown, and then I'm gonna go black just to add texture to it.
Ever since the first time I opened my eyes, I've awakened to the same thing.
I'm slowly getting to that point where I will stop caring about how it looks and I'll just go and then it will look great. And I'm trying to fast forward myself to that point.
And black oil dripped from my lips and onto the ground.
I've got this sponge brush that I'm going to use. It's got a nice texture to it. I thought let's try that out. See how that looks. It's a very glossy look, which is very nice. That looks pretty good. I really like that. I'll show you. Blend that out a little bit. Yeah, I like it. So because I can't do one thing at a time, I'm gonna pop this in, which is cacao chocolate brown. And the shirt is soaking in some water right now. I'm gonna wring it out, and then once I know it's mixed in properly, I'm going to take my dyeing spoon and properly mix the shirt in, and that's gonna take about an hour to do. Oh shit. Oh well. It's time to dye. Delicious. Ooh. Intriguing. I forgot where I put my spoon. Switch hands. Hello. I was hoping it'd be a bit darker, but let's see how this goes. I mean, I have time to duck to my fabric place and get some more dye. It has a very chocolate vibe to it. I might have some more dye in my cupboard, actually. So I found another one in my stash. This one was different. It was thick. I mean, it's been there for a couple of years, but I popped it in, and now I am worried. It is very dark, and I'm hoping that once I've rinsed it and washed it, it'll lighten up just a bit more. Otherwise, it's a pretty cool color. I'm not too cross. You know, it happens. Like, you can see the seams. That's pretty funny. Yeah, that's that. Step 1 complete. The reason I've got the hose is because the last time I did this, I killed the grass. And then there was this big brown patch for months, weeks. I can't remember, it was like last year. But hopefully this cools it down and doesn't kill the grass by burning it. So today's the day. I'm in my hotel room right now. Don't get me started on my hotel. And I've got all my stuff ready. I'm starting to get it all on. But I thought I hadn't done an update or anything. But today's the day of the event. The clothes. My outfit's not finished yet. But I've got some safety pins and that should just hold it all together. I still don't know how I'm going to do my hair. But you'll see on the next video. So thank you all for coming today, being here, following this journey as long as it took. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.